Hey, what's up? This is my second South Dakota Jones vlog. Currently, it is 2:30 a.m. That's why I'm keeping my voice a little down. I'm currently visiting my grandparents in South Carolina, which, if you don't know geography, is not California. I haven't been able to animate, but I did finish the script. I mean, I still need to edit it and fix a lot of it because it probably kind of sucks, but I can start animating. What else has happened? One thing I should mention, I'm going to start working on the IndieGoGo campaign, hopefully later this week. So hopefully that's up by vlog 3. I am gonna need the money because I've started to order some Legos. I ordered 2 German soldier packs, which would be the paparazzis. It's about 50 soldiers. I should have enough, hopefully. And then I ordered just some SS officers with the Nazi hat and coat, so I can have more variation in the army. And then while I was on that website, I figured I should look for a Hitler minifigure because I'm gonna have a Hitler parody, and they had a concerning amount, probably 20 Hitlers. And they only had one Winston Churchill, so yeah, a little concerning, but I was already buying the other figures from them, so figured it's fine. What else? Oh yeah, I've been looking into filming for certain scenes. Spoiler alert. As these vlogs go on, I'm just gonna stop with the spoiler. As these vlogs go on, I'm gonna stop with the spoiler alert stuff because I'll show you the progress of the filming, and obviously that's gonna be spoilers, so there's no real point. By the time I start filming, I'll just stop saying spoiler alert, and hopefully you assume by the fact that it's a vlog about it, there will be spoilers. But this is your warning now. By probably vlog 3, there will be spoilers. Spoiler warning for now. There's gonna be a train fight sequence, and I've needed to, order train tracks and train pieces, but I've also needed to figure out a way to film it. Currently, I have, I guess, 3 ideas. I'll rank them in order of the best to last movie. I had this niche game called Lego Worlds. Basically, you're an astronaut and you can basically go to a bunch of different planets that are made out of Lego. But I just did that and generated forests or snowy mountains, and then went into their photo camera mode and took pictures, and then I looked in the photo gallery and took screenshots of the pictures, and then I went on Photoshop and cropped it out, and then erased the background, and that's how I got a Lego mountain. The thing is though, that took a fucking while. That was not fun. I mean, the results look good, but it wasn't fun to do. So that was my first option, would be I wouldn't really even know how to film something like that. So, because it needs to be moving backgrounds, motion. So I guess the only way I could do it is by taking a bunch of pictures and then photoshopping them to be one long fucking landscape panorama. Have the camera start there and go there, so it looks like the background's moving. Just layer different background. I don't know. It'd be annoying. So I don't think I'm going with that. My second idea, which is the one I kind of want to do, I just don't know how to do it, is using Blender. For people who don't know, Blender's a popular 3D modeling software, and I saw something where you could turn any 3D model into Legos. It looked really cool. Only issue is it needs to be a full model, so I can't go to Google Maps or something and get it because it would be flat. I'll look into it. That's the one I hope to do because I think I've wanted to learn Blender for a while, and just 3D modeling in general, so I think that would be fun to do. Also in Blender, since it's animation, you can animate the camera, So if I do have like a train track and like I get the background and ravines, I could then animate the camera. So that's my second, and that's the one I want to do. My third, which is the one I'll likely do, because I feel like this is the easiest one, is build it in Minecraft. So if you've seen my previous movie, the backgrounds, they're all blocky because it makes it look Lego-y. It looks a lot like Minecraft. So I feel like that may be an easier approach. Again, I want to do 3D modeling, but especially with now how I have a fucking 4 months to do this, I may just take the easy route. Either way, I'm pretty good in Minecraft. I'm good at building and shit, so like I can do it. Holy shit, fucking hair. Ooh. One interesting thing. Fuck, my got hair in my eye. Oh, I made it worse. Okay, whatever. One thing is, I don't know if you've seen my previous works. Essentially, the studio logo I've used is Colton Films, which, I mean, admittedly, it's a very creative name. You know, not a lot of people could have came up with that. You know, they'd probably put their name. And I don't know that many people named Colton. The issue that I have is like, I think it's like too good of a name, so I'm changing it. So there was this film that I was working on. It was a noir parody. I worked on it 2 years ago, and the title of it was called Bottom of the Barrel, because, you know, the detective in it, Detective Dick Horsecock Johnson, he's like a fucking imbecile. He's like the bottom of the barrel, but it works too, because, like, you know, gun barrel. I don't know why I'm explaining this joke. I feel like it's pretty obvious, but now, since I'm not making that film, at least not until I'm out of high school, I figured it would be a good name to use for my production company. Bottom of the Barrel Productions. I've already started making some concept art. I'll show it up on the screen, but basically there's a barrel and then there's a film reel, and the reel wraps around the barrel like how the barrel would have metal plating. I'm gonna play around with it, but so, you know, that'll be interesting. That'll be fun to do. Ooh, I have an idea. This is like my idea journal. As you can see, I have a lot of ideas, constant flowing ideas. I do have a few pages written, stuff for South Dakota Jones. Here's a timeline. Anyway, I wanted to show you this. This is for the tiers for the IndieGoGo campaign. So I'm gonna list off the tiers for the IndieGoGo campaign. This may change by the time I post it. For tier 1, name and credits. I'll probably have tier 1 be $5 or $10. Tier 2, I have same thing as tier 1. You get the name and credits, but you also get a paparazzi membership card. It'll probably be $15 to $20, maybe 25, but I feel like that's a big jump from tier 1. Okay, tier 3. So tier 3 will probably be $30 to $40 or $50. I don't know. It'll be in that range. You get the same thing as tier 2, but I will also give you a CD of South Dakota Jones 1, 2, and 3. All on one CD. I'm not giving you 3 fucking CDs, but you're gonna get one CD with all 3 on it. And then you'll also get an autograph from me. I don't know who else you'd want an autograph from. I think my autograph is pretty good. I don't sell it, because I'll know. And when I'm famous, you can just show people. Okay, tier 4. This is where I'm getting worried, because I figured maybe $100 for this, but I may be leaning more towards 80, because I feel like 100 is a lot to ask. Because, I mean, my dad has, you know, fans who will give money to almost anything he asks for, so I feel bad asking for money. So I I don't know if I'll go with 100, but I mean, after those 2 orders I mentioned earlier, that's already almost $100. So, and those are just minifigures. And if you don't know much about Lego, you spend a lot more on the bricks than you do the minifigures. So there's a big chance I'm gonna need more than $80 for tier 4. But if I do go with 100, I'm hoping it's worth your while, because you not only get everything you have in tier 4. Oh my fucking god. Okay, I hope tier 4 is worth your while, because you don't just get everything you got in tier 3, but you also get special editions on your CD. I'll probably put all these vlogs on there. And I may do like a fake documentary on like the making of South Dakota Jones 3. So, you know, that could be fun. You know, it's nice to have that. And I may put up some concept art if I get around to making it, which I probably won't, but, you know, maybe I will. Maybe I'll put my autograph on the case. You never know. The main kicker, this is what I feel like sells home the fact that it's worth $100, is I'll give you a specialized South Dakota Jones thank you video. What that means is that I will personally animate a Lego stop motion video for you of South Dakota Jones, and it'll be of him doing, you know, some shit, and then, you know, somehow he'll at some point mention like, oh, thank you, blah, 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 for this. I'll try to make it creative. You know, maybe he's in like a trap or something, and then someone frees him, or like helps him escape, and then he's like, oh, thanks, what's your name? And the dude says like, oh, I'm, you know, Chrissy Chris 647. And then South Dakota Jones is like, oh, well, thank you, Chrissy Chris 647. You really helped me out there. And it's like, you know, thank you video. I'll figure out something better than that, but, you know, that's the idea. If you have any other suggestions on what I can add to that tier stuff, please tell me, because I wanna make this as fair as possible. I figure that's enough, but if you guys have any suggestions, please let me know. I'm totally willing to add more stuff to it, or any of the tiers, honestly. Also, if you have any experience with Blender or any good CGI type of stuff that I could use for the filmmaking train sequence or the boat sequence, or honestly any fucking sequence, if you have any experience or any links to tutorials, please put them in the comments or DM me, or just please reach out in some way, because that would be really great to do that for me. That would be really great for me. If you have any suggestions for, I guess, stuff in the movie, let me know. The script's already done, but I'm open to edits and I'm open to ideas. So, you know, if you have suggestions for jokes or suggestions for a funny thing, or, you know, a good idea, just let me know. Maybe I'll use it. I have no idea how long this video is. It could be 5 minutes, it could be 15 minutes, but I've been recording for about 35. So it's way past my bedtime. It's 3:01 a.m. Okay. I'll let you guys know what's happening next time. Hopefully, by the next update, I will have the IndieGoGo campaign posted. I will have edits to the script, and I have started animating. So, you know, next time I make one of these videos, hopefully that's what's happening. Yeah, so that's it. See ya in the next one.